Definitely helped to not have two distractions at the same time. It was a lot easier to focus on school, um, which helped the GPA, of course. And it was nice to like fully like be there the whole time, not missing a game like midweek or something like that. Um, Rest was obviously something that I got a lot of, which was nice. Rested my brain for like wanting to like continue to learn the material that was being taught in my classes. So I think it was nice to have that, to just focus on school, and it kind of taught me a lot about how to kind of still manage school, like still learning how to manage with school. So I think it was very useful and helpful. Yeah, so I really didn't play much baseball when quarantine started. Obviously, leagues were shut down, things were shut down, and then the Northwoods League was still going on, and so I got a call saying, "Hey, we need more players to come out here," and I went out there for the last 2 weeks of their season, and I went out there, competed, and actually on my second at bat, I hit a home run, which was pretty cool. So, but that experience was completely different than my first experience going out there, um, because we had to follow more like strict COVID guidelines, which really defeated the fun of the game. I feel like because kids didn't really know how to react. We couldn't really high five, slap hands, had the social distance, had to be careful like how close you were when you were talking to someone about like what the pitcher was throwing, or like even out in the field, like if you got close to someone, you're like, whoa, just the nervousness of this whole thing. And it was just really, really different and weird. But at the same time, it was also fun because every time I go out there, it's an amazing trip, amazing experience for me. I actually worked over the summer, so I worked in a lumber yard with my dad works at the same lumber yard. So I worked there, and then I also got the chance to. There's a weight room back home that was open, so I lifted pretty much like 4 days a week, and then if not that, then just social distancing with friends. I actually wanted to get out of the house, go see them, go for runs. Bike rides were big right at the start of quarantine, just to clear my mind, get outside, get away from things with being inside for so long. Went on a couple fishing trips out to my lake house, but other than that, I was pretty much staying at home. So, it's something that I really don't like to look at. I know it's there. I know when it happened. But it's, in the end of the day, I still have to do my job as a teammate, as a leader, a part of this group of guys. And individual stats are nice, but overall, if we're not winning in the end of the day, it doesn't really matter to me. And I feel like, if I keep hitting triples, yeah, that's fine because it's going to help. But I just need to do my job every time I go up to a bat. So the triples don't necessarily wrap around the whole thing. So it's just something nice to talk about. The key to the triple is I just try to, when I swing, I try to hit the gap, which means in between either left center, or in between left and center, or right and center. So in between there. And then when I hit it, I'm like, all right, here we go. We're turning it on. And I know with how fast I am and how good I hit the ball, it typically goes to the wall, so I have enough time to get to third. So, yeah, I'll just say my sophomore year was really the turning point on like, oh, I can actually get to third. I normally never hit triples, but just knowing that I had the speed and the ability to, really wired me to be more competitive about it and really turning on my jets and getting the third. So it's just nice to see like faces again, you know, teammates, my roommates, other people around campus, and whatnot. So it's definitely a relief to get back here. So yeah, it's been nice. I really didn't want to come here at first. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was gonna go to a community college to play baseball down there, but my parents decided that maybe you should get more of a 4-year education. And so I thought about it, and I'm like, yeah, I think I should do that. So I came here originally with intent to major in fisheries and aquatic science, and I quickly found out that that's not for me. So I switched my major to health promotion and wellness, which is more relating around mental health and like what I want to get into, which really appeals like to me and like it sparks my interest a lot. And it's been nice to like finally realize that like, yeah, this was the place for me. Is being outside. It doesn't need to be anywhere close to baseball. I just need to be outside, be active, whether that's riding a bike, fishing, hiking, or even like going for a car ride or something. I just need to be outside. I cannot sit inside all day long. It really irritates me. So hanging with friends, you know, is a big one for me. I like to be social. But over quarantine, my main hobby was video games. Really got into that. The goofiest teammate has got to be Joey Bartoloni. That dude will literally come to practice and he will say something and you're just like, what the heck, Joey? Like what? Like it's just the way he talks and it just comes out funny. And you just gotta love the kid. You know, he's an awesome kid, but man, he's a goon. The nastiest stuff. I gotta say JD's got pretty good stuff. Casey's up there for sure. Big Z's hard to hit because it's coming from the sky. So that's I could never hit him. It's just like coming from way up here. The best hair on the team, I don't know. Comer's got the locks, but I don't think it's him. I don't know. I do have pretty good hair, as you can see. But as for like most luscious hair, I gotta give it to Comer, unfortunately. Biggest coaching advice is definitely be yourself. Not trying too hard is a big one. I tend to try too hard sometimes, and it doesn't really work out for me. So, yeah, it's just learning how to be yourself, I feel like, is the biggest one.